Hello YouTube, this is Angel Dreams, and this is part 3 of the snow cone stand with Cloud. And right now we're just waiting on our mango and Coca-Cola snow cone. I almost wanted to say smoothie for a second. But yeah, it's a snow cone. And after this round, me and Cloud are going to be done for the night. So we're just waiting on the last little bit, which is what's taking a while. I forgot what time I fell asleep. But I woke up at like 3 a.m. Couldn't fall back to sleep for a little bit till around like 5 or 6 before going to work about 9. Yeah, I left home pretty close to 9. Still made it on work in time to be on at 10:15 and still eat a little bit of breakfast before then. That was insane. That's how today went anyway. From after this game. Which isn't too bad. Because it was a busy day. Until about, I want to say 2 is when it mainly died down. I'd say around like 1-ish is when it did start dying down, but there were still a few people here and there before it died down a lot more, and a couple of people there, and for some reason a customer took the wrong food that was someone else's, because I guess they heard Kathy when I was like, that's not Kathy, it's Jacqueline or something like that. It was spelled Jack-Q or whatever, something like that. It was spelled different. I am so butchering the name. I feel bad because he heard wrong, and then we had to remake her food real quick, which didn't take too long. But mistakes happen. I think that's like the only worst thing that's happened like today, I guess. Versus I don't see it happen too often at work. I just thought it was kind of funny that mistake happened. Yep. Mistakes happen. These slushies, though, are wild. That's why I visited Cloud a couple of times. The mango one's almost done, however. It's almost perfect. That is good. And over here, the Coca-Cola. Round we go to Cloud's area, perhaps. See what she's doing. Or how far hers are done. While we wait. But I came back in time for this. Make sure it doesn't melt and stays absolutely perfect. With perfection. Yes. Few more minutes till this one is done. It's like when people have to wait for coffee at work in the morning because they run out of coffee. It takes like 5 minutes for that. It's almost like this, just the waiting periods. There's a lot of people that get coffee in the morning. Some days there's a lot more than others. It's insane. Because I made like 3 coffee pots in a row one time. That's why I said it was insane. That's what this kind of reminds me of how long you'd have to wait just for that. Although this is longer than the coffee. 27 more minutes on the mango. Less than now. We'll be done soon. The other one still has a lot more time than this one. But since I'm waiting over here, we won't know till this is done. Guess if it's big or small. I think it'll be bigger. Oop, yep, I was right. Oh, that's huge. That's just the mango. How big is that? Ooh, look how big. That's just as big as the cake one was, except maybe a little bit bigger. 'Cause that's gigantic. I'm like, Cloud, you see my gigantic mango one over here? Like, look before it's being sold, because it's being sold soon. She's like, yeah, I see it from here. 'Cause she's literally not across from me. Well, sort of, but towards the right side. Not directly in front of me. Yeah, I saw a little bit of people's chats again, trying to get those out of the way. And now we get to see 6 minutes on the cola. Now 5 minutes and something. So excited. We'll finally be able to see what is up with the cola. What it looks like. You know what it'll taste like, obviously, 'cause cola. But snow cone. How did they get them so gigantic, though? Guess if it's gonna be small or big, considering it takes so long. I don't know if it'll be as big as the mango or a little bit smaller, but my guess, maybe a little bit smaller than the mango. We're about to find out in the 5 minutes and 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 8 seconds, going down faster than we can say. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bells if you want to get notified of more of my videos. Like and comment as well. Rather just say it now before the end. It depends on the day. Snow cones in real life. How many flavors can you actually make? And how toxic is it? Because you're essentially eating a little bit of dye and something else in it, I think. 'Cause the flavor. Not 100% sure on that, but don't quote me on any of this. And how to make ice beef that the form of a snow cone like this. That's what I want to see, is how they get it to crush and form. They need like a machine for that. Otherwise it would take some mad skill to do it by hand. Like to see it done by hand. I think that would be interesting. Amongst selling clothes on Facebook Market, I'm also going to sell my toys. Well, for the most part, I might keep like a few here and there, but I'm definitely gonna sell the majority of them. If I think I'll keep a few of my Cabbage Patch dolls and then sell the rest of them, obviously. I'm keeping my littlest pet shops wherever I put them at, because I still love those. Barbies, I'm debating on that. It's a lot of accessories for some. Might as well just get rid of them. It's too much, like with the dolls. Plus the plastic on those things are super toxic also. I mean, that would be the same, I guess, for the littlest pet shop. It's because they might be similar. But I won't have my kids play with them. I'll just probably use them for my own, like, decorations. With the rest of, like, the little things that might be toxic, like this stuffed animals that I like, because I'll keep a few of those. It's finally down to 1 more minute on this thing. Then I could go to bed. Yahoo! But yeah, I feel like most of the fabrics on the stuffed animals are bad, and there's only a few stuffed animals that I'm gonna keep like that. Because if they have polyester on them, they're toxic. They have other things too besides polyester. They're toxic. If they're made out of cotton and linen, then they're non-toxic. But it has to be 100% of those fabric and nothing else to be considered non-toxic. I do a lot more research, for sure, because if I have kids, I'm not gonna give them toxic items. In fact, I'll just probably let my kids make their own toys in a way when they're older. When they're babies, they'll find stuff they could play with and learn from that is non-toxic. So I would stick with books for sure, because they're made out of paper, not plastics. And I could probably make some books for them too. I saw someone created one on YouTube for their family member, and it looks so adorable. Oh, here's the cola one. See, it's not as gigantic as the mango, I believe. The mango looked taller than that, but it's pretty big. How wild it looks. Cloud already thought it was the meteorite. Like, no, Cloud. It's the cola one. We discussed this. You have the cola one too. I don't know how you did not notice unless yours was smaller than mine. Probably was. Not gonna lie. Either way, it's fun. I'm letting that sell before we are off. See, there's Cloud. She's looking at it. And we're talking about about how big it is and what it looks like. And a few other things. I don't remember every part of the conversations we have. And we ended around 9:30 because I was starting to get tired. And after this, my head did hurt, so I took some Tylenol and went to bed. That's just a thing. I don't know. Cloud is at that age too where she needs to find somebody too. That way she could have a baby. Although I have a few more years that I could still have a baby. can still wait if I wanted to a little bit, but I don't want to wait too long. That's why I also need to find my own partner. But Cloud, she's not so lucky with that. Have a good day or night. Goodbye.